Stocks fell on Thursday as investors digested a record-setting drop in U.S. economic activity and awaited the latest quarterly numbers from some of the major tech names. The Dow Jones Industrial Average traded 300 points lower, or 1%. The S&P 500 slid 0.8%. The Nasdaq Composite dropped 0.2%. The U.S. government showed gross domestic product plunged by a record 32.9% in the second quarter. The number was not as bad as feared, however, as economists surveyed by Dow Jones had expected a 34.7% decline. Meanwhile, U.S. weekly jobless claims came in at 1.434 million, roughly in line with estimates. However, continuing claims, or those who have been collecting for at least 2 weeks, totaled 17.018 million, up from about 16 million last week. The stock market has to look forward and most economic data looks backwards, said David Bahnsen, Chief Investment Officer of the Bahnsen Group. Investors should be prepared for a choppy process of data digestion, but not be surprised that the market feels the future is better than the present and that unprecedented stimulus and liquidity exist to drive valuations. Thursday's data sent the benchmark 10-year Treasury yield lower to around 0.5%, putting pressure on bank stocks. J.P. Morgan Chase, Goldman Sachs and Bank of America all fell more than 2.5%. Citigroup dropped 4.5%. What you're seeing in the data and in the market reaction as the roll-off of the extra unemployment insurance is a pretty big deal, said Tom Hainlin, global investment strategist at Ascent Private Capital Management. There's a lot of expectation for Congress to come through. That's why those recovery sectors, energy, financials and materials, are the ones that are off today, he said. The S&P 500 materials sector dropped more than 1% while energy shares slid 4%. The financials sector fell to 2%. Apple, Amazon, Alphabet and Facebook, representing nearly $5 trillion in market capitalization, are all set to report after the bell. Facebook and Alphabet were both lower while Apple and Amazon each rose slightly. The big tech reports come after each stock has posted massive year-to-date gains. Facebook and Alphabet are both up more than 13% in 2020. Amazon has surged 64.2% in that time and Apple is up 29.5% this year. It will also be the busiest day of the current earnings season with tons of companies including Ford, UPS and Procter & Gamble also posting results. P&G shares gained 1.7% after reporting stronger sales of cleaning products. UPS soared 10.8% after reporting a second quarter surge in home deliveries. The move lower on Thursday follows a session that saw major averages posting solid gains after the Federal Reserve kept the overnight U rate in a range between 0% and 0.25%. The central bank noted that while the economy has recovered slightly, activity and employment remain well below their levels at the beginning of the year.